How does a ruthless conqueror transform into a peaceful, benevolent ruler? This is the intriguing story of Emperor Ashoka. Born into the Maurya dynasty, Ashoka's early reign was characterized by conquests, painting him as a formidable force. However, the brutal Kalinga War served as a turning point, leading to a profound transformation. Filled with remorse, Ashoka embraced Buddhism and charted a new path defined by compassion and non-violence. Join us as we journey through the life of Ashoka, charting his path from a conqueror to a compassionate ruler. Born into the Maurya dynasty, Ashoka was destined for greatness. His lineage, dating back to Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of the Maurya Empire, was steeped in power and prestige. As a young prince, Ashoka was taught the art of governance, military strategy, and diplomacy, preparing him for the throne. He was known for his intellect, charisma, and a keen sense of justice, qualities that would later define his reign. In 268 BCE, following the death of his father, Bindusara, Ashoka ascended to the throne. He inherited an empire stretching from the Hindu Kush mountains in the west to the Bay of Bengal in the east, making it one of the largest empires of its time. But Ashoka's ambition didn't stop there. The young emperor, eager to expand his dominion, embarked on a series of conquests. The Kalinga War in 261 BCE marked a turning point in Ashoka's life and reign. This was a war of conquest, as Ashoka sought to expand his empire. But the brutality of the conflict was unlike anything he had ever witnessed. It was a war that would see the death of over 100,000 soldiers and civilians and result in an equal number of deportations. The Kalinga War was a wake-up call for Ashoka. The sight of the blood-soaked battlefield, the wails of the bereaved, and the utter devastation left in the wake of the war deeply affected him. He was filled with remorse for the suffering he had caused. He began to question the very nature of power and the purpose of his conquests. Was it worth it? Was all this bloodshed and loss of life necessary? This introspection led Ashoka to a profound transformation. He turned his back on violence and conquest and embraced a new path, the path of Buddhism. Buddhism, with its teachings of non-violence, compassion, and moral conduct, offered Ashoka a different way to rule. He found solace in the teachings of the Buddha and adopted the concept of Dharma, or righteousness, as the guiding principle of his reign. Ashoka's transformation was not just personal, it had a profound impact on his rule and the Maurya Empire. He made Buddhism the state religion and went to great lengths to spread its teachings, both within his empire and beyond. He became a patron of Buddhist teachings, sending missionaries to various regions, including Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and even Hellenistic kingdoms. Ashoka's rule post the Kalinga War is a testament to his transformation. He shifted his focus from conquest to ethical governance, from violence to peace, and from power to compassion. His rule saw the implementation of various welfare measures, the promotion of ethical behavior, and a commitment to non-violence and respect for all life. Filled with remorse, Ashoka vowed to renounce violence and follow the path of Dharma. His transformation from a conqueror to a compassionate ruler is a shining example in history, a testament to the power of change and the potential for redemption. Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism marked the beginning of a new era of governance. This transformative event did not merely impact the emperor's personal beliefs, but steered the course of his rule towards a more compassionate and ethical direction. Ashoka found in Buddhism a guiding light, a philosophy that prized non-violence, compassion, and moral conduct. He embraced these principles with an open heart, and they became the cornerstone of his governance. With his newfound faith, Ashoka sought to disseminate the teachings of Buddha far and wide. He became a patron of Buddhism, supporting monastic communities, sponsoring religious gatherings, and even commissioning the construction of stupas, monuments housing sacred relics of the Buddha. His efforts were not limited to his empire. He sent Buddhist missionaries to various parts of the world, from the sun-kissed shores of Sri Lanka to the bustling cities of Southeast Asia and the Hellenistic kingdoms of the West. These missionaries carried with them the Dharma, the teachings of Buddha, and planted the seeds of Buddhism in new soils. Within his empire, Ashoka established the Dhamma Mahamatas, a unique class of royal officials tasked with promoting ethical behavior and the teachings of Buddhism among the people. These officials played a key role in Ashoka's mission to create a society rooted in the principles of Dharma. They ensured the adherence to ethical norms, resolved disputes, and even provided aid to the needy. It was a novel initiative, an early example of a ruler's proactive effort to instill moral values in his subjects. Ashoka's commitment to Buddhism did not mean the exclusion of other faiths. He emphasized religious tolerance and respect for all faiths, a principle evident in his rock and pillar edicts. He believed in the coexistence of different religions, a testament to his inclusive and tolerant approach. Ashoka's embrace of Buddhism had a profound impact not just on his rule, but on the cultural and religious landscape of India and beyond. His reign was marked by a spirit of tolerance, compassion, and moral integrity, principles deeply rooted in Buddhism. His commitment to Buddhism left an indelible mark on the cultural and religious landscape of India and beyond. Ashoka's rock and pillar edicts stand as testaments to his ethical governance. These monumental inscriptions, scattered across the Indian subcontinent, are like ancient billboards broadcasting the emperor's moral and philosophical ideals. They are a reflection of Ashoka's profound transformation from a ruthless conqueror to a benevolent ruler, committed to the well-being of his subjects. The edicts are inscribed with teachings that emphasize non-violence, respect for all life, and the promotion of tolerance and harmony among different religious communities. Ashoka's dedication to these principles is evident in his own words, etched in stone for all to see. He wrote, "One should not honor only one's own religion and condemn the religions of others, but one should honor others' religions for this or that reason." This call for mutual respect and understanding was revolutionary in its time and remains relevant today. Moreover, Ashoka did more than merely preach these ideals. He institutionalized them. He appointed officials known as the Dhamma Mahamatas, whose role was to ensure that these principles were upheld in his kingdom. These officials were tasked with promoting ethical behavior, righteousness, and the teachings of Buddhism among the people. They were the moral compass guiding the empire, a testament to Ashoka's commitment to ethical governance. In addition to his moral teachings, Ashoka's edicts also reveal his concern for the welfare of his subjects. One of his edicts reads, "Medicinal treatment for humans and animals has been provided." This shows his commitment to public health, a rare concern among rulers of his time. He also issued edicts against animal cruelty, demonstrating his respect for all life. The edicts are not just historical artifacts. They are a testament to a ruler's commitment to ethical governance and the well-being of his subjects. Through these edicts, Ashoka sought to guide his subjects towards a path of righteousness. His legacy continues to resonate across the millennia, reminding us of the power of compassion, tolerance, and respect for all life. Through these edicts, Ashoka sought to guide his subjects towards a path of righteousness. Ashoka's reign left a lasting legacy, shaping the course of history. Indeed, Ashoka's rule was a time of significant achievements that continue to reverberate through the ages. One of the key areas where his influence was most profound was in the spread of Buddhism. Ashoka not only embraced Buddhism, but also made it his mission to disseminate its teachings far and wide. He sent out missionaries to distant lands, including Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and even the Hellenistic kingdoms, thus laying the foundation for Buddhism's growth as a global religion. Ashoka's edicts, inscribed on rocks and pillars throughout his vast empire, also stand as enduring symbols of his enlightened governance. These inscriptions conveyed profound moral and ethical teachings, emphasizing principles such as non-violence, tolerance, and respect for all religions. In addition, he appointed officials known as Dhamma Mahamatas, who were tasked with promoting ethical behavior, righteousness, and the teachings of Buddhism among the populace. But Ashoka's contributions were not limited to spiritual matters. He was a ruler who deeply cared for the welfare of his subjects. He implemented various welfare measures, such as the construction of hospitals, veterinary clinics, and rest houses along major roads. He also expressed concern for the welfare of animals, issuing edicts against hunting and animal cruelty, demonstrating a level of compassion and empathy rarely seen in rulers of his time. Ashoka's architectural prowess was evident in the construction of the magnificent Ashoka's palace at Pataliputra, a testament to his administrative acumen and aesthetic sensibilities. Furthermore, he invested significantly in infrastructure development, building roads and improving water facilities for the benefit of his people. Perhaps one of the most remarkable aspects of Ashoka's reign was his policy of peaceful coexistence. After embracing Buddhism, Ashoka eschewed wars of conquest, choosing instead the path of diplomacy and non-aggression. This shift marked a significant departure from the norms of his time, and it stands as a powerful testament to his commitment to peace and non-violence. In the annals of history, Ashoka stands out not just as a powerful emperor, but as a ruler who prioritized moral governance and the well-being of his subjects. His transformation from a conqueror to a peaceful ruler remains a compelling narrative of moral governance and compassion in leadership, reminding us that power, when wielded with wisdom and compassion, can lead to enduring legacies that transcend the sands of time. Ashoka's transformation from a conqueror to a peaceful ruler remains a compelling narrative of moral governance and compassion in leadership.